whether it is your PG project or after your PG, if you are doing a PhD or something, when you start doing your project, start to make two things very important. One is ethics. You know ethics? No set of rules, no guidelines, no code of conducts, but above all, you must feel that you are honest in your work. If you are honest, your research will be perfect. The honest in the sense, I don't want to copy your work, others' work. If I take anything from others, I should recognize. I should give the reference. At the same time, I should not hurt anyone in asking the questions. These are all relating to ethics. When you are honest, you follow definitely your ethics. Number 2, the originality always comes from your learning. What originality? What the level of knowledge you have that has to be reflected in your project. Sir, I am 80% scoring in the PG, sir. My project will be around 80 to 85% is okay. Remaining, my guide has to contribute. 100%, your expectation is correct. No, sir, I am very average, sir. 50 to 60% I can able to do. Rest, definitely I am unable to do it. So your guide has to contribute. He has to teach. He has to tell you what to do every stage. So all the stages, you put your effort in making and shaping your project a perfect in the present digital scenario. Whether you are using a traditional or modern or whatever the smart way of doing things, but you contribute more honestly and ethically and do your work, definitely this project will be a perfect one. Whether it's an article or a project or dissertation, whatever you name it, and that will be always a good one in the society that will be used by many people in future. So all the best for your forthcoming research activities and all the best in the conference. If you have any questions, one or two, welcome, since I have a little bit of time. It's not like a classroom. பேசலாம், தப்பெல்லாம் ஒன்றும் கிடையாது. தமிழில் கூட பேசலாம், நான் தமிழில் கூட சொல்லிக் கொடுப்பேன். No, sir, it is like a class only. We sitting for a lecture and lecture is over. Oh, 1 minute. The lecture is over, so we wanted to go for a break. Yes, sir.
As of now, technology is so from other industries or companies, they are recruiting DevOps and Python. So, for example, for instance, if I want to do a research or after completing PhD or a project, so in which basis I should go or in which way I should promote myself for research? Because the technology is so hectic in this generation.
No, it is not hectic. It is emerging.
Okay.
It is a trend now.
Yeah.
It is going to take over the entire society. When you are going to start, you have to update every day. Since you are talking about Python,
DevOps.
this will not be stopped. Next year, whatever you learned will be changed. Since updating every month, even every day, it's keep on updating. When I was talking to you, I was telling about R language. When you go to the R studio, have you entered R studio? Go to R studio, entire research you will do it. There is no limit of data. So whatever SPSS and all if you take, there is a limit of data limitation is there. And if you go for more variables, you know that SPSS will not accept. That is remove from the total variables. Then only you can able to apply the data test. But in R, no limit and all that. You can set even for the big data, R is the only solution. You can use Python wherever it is applicable.
Finally, R Studio has a number of data.
Big volumes, big data that you can use R language. I am expecting a basic doubt, but he is technologically very sound person and he is asking the next generation doubts. I told in the beginning itself, we all studied already our research methods and all that. Thank you so much.
Hello, sir. Sir, my name is Vishal. My basic doubt is how has AI affected the research work, sir, from your point of view?
So that's what the data science, he started the question. Long before traditional research and all has gone, now every day, every walk of life, the consumer taste has changed and that has been identified by the robots. There was an app, you open your mobile, look at the mobile will tell you about your health, your blood pressure. It's not reading your pulse rate, it's not testing your what is called a respiratory system, but it says your heartbeat is very less. Doesn't mean that it gives exactly, but it is designed to make in such a way. But this AI is explode in all the business world, including every day in your life. When you receive a call from a bank, receive a call from an insurance company, it is not by any customer or any individuals are making a call. Hi, I am Shiva calling you from the so-and-so insurance. Shiva is not any human being. It's a robot. The bots are highly placed in almost everywhere and your job has lost. No credential for the human beings. If you change your language, the bots are not able to answer. You speak in Tamil, the bots never understand. And trying to change the next level, they will make the language into that. Again, they will answer in the Tamil also. When the AI was introduced in the beginning of in business, basically from the manufacturing sector, there was 100 ppm. You know 100 ppm? All in business commerce. It is about the quality perfection. That means they utilize 100% of the material with the quality as same in the material in the product. If you travel in the Sriperumbudur or Chengalpet, outside the companies you will find 100 ppm. It's only mechanical engineers know very well what is this about. So when this AI introduced recently, few years before, but long before, what has to be done that was taught by the Japanese companies. What happens every day that has to be discussed at the end of the day, irrespective of the cadre of employees, whether he may be a scavenger or maybe officer or the boss. Everyone has to be made without any job differentiation. They have to speak what the problem they faced and how it was sorted out. Next day they will go. When there is a strike, one half of the work has to continue, other half will be stopped. And thereby the productivity will not be stopped. And the system, the AI after comes, introduced, the same thing happening today, that the Japanese economy comes down. The last 2 quarters of the Japanese economy comes down. Still the companies are working as such. That means they have the strong belief in the quality circles and they can come out of it. But this AI domination and all that, it is used for more perfection of the product delivery and not for anything against, but only thing as a consumer, how you properly and perfectly utilizing the services, and thereby you have to match what the AI thinking of manufacturing. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Esparta Zarari. So everyone is talking about this upcoming AI revolution, right? So to power these AI, we need these like massive computer, like data center, graphics card and stuff. So already we are consuming about of the 100% we are like the energy we are producing, about 1% goes to these data centers and electronics. So with this upcoming, also when considering the price of graphics are like from the past 5 years, the economics of these chip makers and like the cost has been going up. So what do you think about the future of semiconductors and AI as from a point of economy, economic view? Since everything is going up, energy prices are going up, and we are pushing for more renewable energy, this is also pushing the price of energy, and also the prices of semiconductors is going up. Like advanced semiconductors, like 3 nanometers from TSMC is costing a lot more. Like, what's your point of view in that?
Well, you may be aware in the recent investments we received.
dwelled deeper into the topic and then created a model. I also have a model, but soft skills. ESSAR. You join a company and implement it. It happened in the year 2004, and the salary that was offered to him was, can you guess? What is your expectation at BBA level? 5 point? 25,000. 25,000 into 12 is how much?
3 lakhs.
3 lakhs.
5 lakhs.
Here is a 5 lakh guy. Good.
7 lakhs per annum.
Okay, what do you have to get this 7 lakh? What is your level of preparation? What is special about you?
You have to be perfect in digital
How do you define perfection?
skills and
What do you mean with skills? Which skill?
marketing skills and business
Marketing skills. Hey, I'm telling you. Okay, do you have anything else to share? He says he's interested in marketing. I'll tell you, today marketing guys should have the research capability. He should have that diagnostic ability to understand how his market functions. Market response. Otherwise he will be a poor marketer. Right? He should have that diagnostic ability to understand the market and then feeds it back to his company, his manager, that this market is either has huge potential or it's a dwindling market. If he doesn't do that, he will perform very poorly. And finally, who will be the victim? Who will be the victim? You will be the victim. He creates knowledge about his market. I am telling you repeatedly, if you don't have that research capability, and that begins at your BBA first year, second year, third year, maybe too late. Right. Another case, when, okay, this is about the potential that research has, or what you could get by being a researcher at the undergraduate level. Don't undermine. Again, research is not a term which is pertinent to PhD scholars or at the PG level. It pertains to, you also see, this is very simple to understand. When you choose to join this institute after year 12, did you not do a research? How many institutes did you search for?
at least 15.
15. And how did you choose SRM? He has conducted thorough research, and there are a few parameters you would have considered, right? What was the parameter you used to decide or choose it? I'll ask you, because he said he wanted to join DAT, but for the distance, he decided to join SRM. So that was one of the factors, no? That had made him to choose SRM against DAT. So you have done a research. Research is not a rocket science or Greek or Latin. It's very simple. Every day you are doing research. Okay, but what happens is you do not put that research in an organized perspective. That is what is missing in you. Missing in you and perhaps in us too. Okay. Now, when I like this Prime Minister, P. Narasimha Rao. How many of you have heard of him? So wonderful Prime Minister, which India was really intended to have such a Prime Minister for the country. You know him? You have not heard of him. First you have to do a research on him. Okay. He was the one who opened the floodgates of Indian economy for foreign players. Till then, India was a socialist country where we believed in be Indian, by Indian and for Indian. Everything should be by Indian, by an Indian and for Indian, and you have to be an Indian. Whereas this man believed when the entire world was operating at a global level, this man believed, can we sustain ourselves by being an Indian, for an Indian and buying an Indian? No, it's not possible. So we have to open up our floodgates, our economy to foreign players. And he brought a lot of reforms in the Indian economy. The first company or the first sector which was allowed at a larger scale was which industry? Any idea? Any idea? It was the media sector. Till then, we had only one channel, that was Doordarshan. Now, how many of you know that there is a channel called Doordarshan? Because you would not have watched. And thank you. And the media channel that came in large numbers, maybe 2-3 channels, was the Starting, which was owned by Rupert Murdoch. When the moment it came, DD lost its loss in the first year of entry of these foreign players, ran to 3 crores. And then DD started doing a research to find out the reasons for such a slump down. And the report was presented to the Information and Broadcasting Minister, and they tried to implement it. Nothing came out. The loss again went down. Do you know why? What was the reason? You got it? The research was done to find out the reasons for the dwindling business of tea. And findings were made, submitted, and he implemented the findings, but he could not make profit. What was the reason? Not implementation was done, but the report was a sloppy report. Research not done properly. At the same time, I was a witness to the interview made by Hyundai's chairman. He flew from South Korea to Sri Perambudur, and there was a press conference hosted by Hyundai, because there was a time when foreign companies were coming into India, starting from Maruti Suzuki, then came what? I think Hyundai was the second company to come to India. And a press conference was thrown. I was also part of it because I worked in SRM, not in the teaching but in the administrative office. SRM Hotel, close to Kottangod campus, was just opened. And this press conference was conducted in that place. I was a witness. He said that the next 6 months, we will be floating out. The first car from Hyundai's table will be rolling out. But it did not happen. Okay? It took 1.5 years, 1.5 years for Hyundai to roll out the first car. That was which model? Sandro. See, already it was, car was a luxury. Driving and now car is not a luxury. Motorbike itself was a luxury. I never had a taste of motorbike when I was young. My parents did not have the affordability to buy a motorbike for us. Even cycling was a luxury for us. Getting a cycle itself, going to school and cycle was a status. Right? When I was young. Okay. So what were they doing? For 1.5 years, the announcement was this. 6 months from now on, we will roll out the first car from Hyundai's table. But it did not happen. It took around 1.5 years for them to roll out the first car. What they were doing? Do you know what the success story of Hyundai. We had a monstrous car called the Ambassador and a most prestigious car called the, which one? Huh? Benz, no. Benz is still a prestigious car.
Rolls Royce.
Huh?
Rolls Royce.
Contessa, okay, it's a different segment. Right. Which brand? Hyundai had to really slog and had to really work hard to penetrate into the market which was occupied by this brand. Which brand? I talked about Ambassador. Tata came after, yes, it was Maruti 800. Maruti 800 was called as a, whose car? Doctor's car. Doctors only drove, but who drives Maruti 800 now? If you drive a Maruti 800, will the person who sees you will think that a doctor is driving? No. No, that is a level with which we have grown now. It was a doctor's car. So, prestige, foreign car, modern car of this design was occupied or completely saturated by Maruti. There were two models, 800 and then Maruti 1002, which later became Maruti Zen. Zen was also now withdrawn from the Indian market. Now Zen became which one?
Esteem.
Esteem.
No.
Wagon. Okay, Esteem belongs to the, no. Sedan market, sedan segment. Now, when they found out it is too difficult to launch a car which was largely otherwise patronized by Suzuki. Given a chance, you have two products, one from Korea and the other one from Japan. Which one would you choose?
Japan.
Why?
Not good in
That is the mindset of an Indian. Even I too have a mindset of, because all along I have come to this way, Japanese products are superior, and even South Korean company gives the best over Japanese product, but still my psychology would not allow me to choose a South Korean product. I still have this mindset in me that I would always go for a Japanese product. Be it a car, I have two cars. One is Honda and the other one is Suzuki Maruti. All the electronic gadgets at home are from Japanese companies. If fridge, no Japanese company offers a fridge, so I am forced to choose a Korean product which is LG. Right? TV, even if somebody comes and kills me, I would not go for a brand other than Sony or Panasonic. So this is a mindset. So they have to demolish this mindset, like Hyundai coming from South Korea, demolish this mindset and then penetrate into the market. 6 months was the time frame set by the vice chairman of Hyundai, who had flown all the way from South Korea, hosted a press conference in Karangalatu. But it did not happen. What were they doing? They suddenly were taken aback because during some course of their discussion they found that their car would not find good market in India. Right? Because of many reasons. One of the reasons was this: Japanese always do well in goods, cars. So they have to demolish this mindset and introduce a car which suits Indian roads. How was Sandro? What is the design? Maruti Suzuki was a cute car. It was not so tall. But how did Sandro, what was the design of, it's a tall body. Why? They were doing market research. They did a market research covering, I do not know the number of people whom they met or they surveyed, but they took a lot of sample and found out that their car should be different from Maruti. Okay. So one of the reasons or one of the factors they can induce in the new car was the headspace. Do you like the design of Sandro? It looks like a bandicoot. big racks. But still, people started purchasing it because Indian roads were not good at the time. Okay, it was so bumpy with potholes, and when you drive through Indian roads, you would almost feel like rock and roll. No, you would be rolling over. So when carelessly you drive through a bumpy road, your head would hit the ceiling, the roof. That is how Santro was successful. The main reason, okay, this is what they were doing. If you look at Santro cars in the West, I have been to Europe. If you look at they were cute cars. They were not of the same design. They were tall boys. They were not. So in India alone, they modified the design and they offered a car which doesn't look, which did not look elegant like Suzuki, Maruti Suzuki 800 or 1000 or then later. But they offered a car which doesn't look elegant but gave you that comfort. And it was also not, what do you call it as? Safety was good because as you drive in a bumpy road, your head doesn't hit the ceiling. So there are two cases which I said where research was very successful and gave life to the companies which were coming in. And the third story was my student who got a job for 27,000 rupees way back in the year 2004. Right? 27,000 rupees would be equivalent to how much?
1 lakh.
That's it. Is it closer to your, no. If 5 lakhs means 40,000 is your permanent salary. 27,000 must be a lakh today. For whom? A fresher. How did he get? He got it only because of the research he did on a particular topic which was annoying that company. Though SR Steels was a well-performing company, but still it found there were higher level attrition as witnessed by the IT companies today. One of my students, I got actually a consulting assignment where the son, who was foreign educated, came back after his PG program and wanted to take over his father's business. How many of your parents are businessmen? What business?
He has a manufacturing unit, sir.
Would you like to take over for your father's business? And you would like to continue the father's business the same way he was running?
Not the same way, but I understand it. Yeah.
So, whomever we meet, your father is a businessman. What business?
Bashin construction. Bashin construction.
Machine construction. Okay. So everybody of this generation, if we question them, they would say they either would go for a different product line or would not run the company the way his father or mother runs it. A similar case came to me. So I gave this project to the students, purely research project. His son said that I don't like the way my father runs the business. Very good. But the company was running really well. Profitability was good. There was no problem in profitability. In that region, they were number one in terms of profits. But still, he says that I don't want the company to be run the way the father was running. He had his own set of people who belonged to this age group. Okay? And through them, he was running. So this is the world plan. Who's the top businessman in India? Ambani, Mukesh Ambani has his own smaller group. Informal group through whom does your father does it? Yes. He would have his own preferred people around. You call them a security, and through them you run business. Okay. There is a formal structure. There will also be an informal structure. There are a lot of stories attached with it. I don't want to spell it out now. Okay. So he came to me and said, of course, he came to our institute and said that we wish to engage someone from our institute as consultant to improve our business, the profitability. So I was assigned. I went through and I found nothing wrong in the way his father was running, and not much could be done because he was following all that is being, all that is to be done in a business. Profitability was good. Then I found, so this is the major part of anyone who is into research and consulting. Right? This is the most difficult part. Identifying what? Not guidance. Identifying the
Threats.
no.
Problem.
You will study that.
Opportunity.
No. There are two things in research. Identifying the business problem. The business problem has to be converted into research problem. Sales is going down. This is your business problem. What is the research problem? Why I'm saying I'm very emphatic, very categorical, and very specific about it because business problem alone would be told to you, and you have to convert the business problem into research problem. See, research is fundamental to every organization, but it doesn't exist with this nomenclature. Research has become evolved into what? Business analytics and big data. They are all new model.